Folks, this is insanity. Fani Willis, in the middle of everything, tries to force Nathan Wade to not testify against before the House of Representatives. It is insanity. I don't know how else to explain this. Let's just go into it, and welcome to the show. All right, let's get this done. Make it a bit bigger. City of the Fulton County District Attorney, Atlanta Judicial Circuit, blah, 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 to Congressman Jim Jordan, Chairman, Committee on the Judiciary, United States House of Representatives. Dear Mr. Jordan, I write to you in my official capacity as District Attorney of Fulton County and on behalf of my office regarding a subpoena by the House Judiciary Committee for the testimony of Mr. Nathan J. Wade, who served as a special counsel to the Fulton County District Attorney's Office. I am concerned that your demand for Mr. Wade's testimony would force him to improperly divulge confidential information that is protected by privileges held by the Fulton County District Attorney's Office. Miss Willis. I keep changing those two. Miss Willis, there is no boyfriend privilege. Okay? There's no such thing. You screwing a married man does not mean he can testify. Okay? This is about you being a lying liar who lies. You lied in court documents, allegedly. You lied in church. You screwed a married man. And you lied about it. You hired your boyfriend, your lover, whatever's, paid him in the region of between $700,000 and $1 million. You got caught. That is what it is about, not privileged information in a case. And you know that. Let's continue. And demands that Mr. Wade violate state Bar of Georgia rules that govern conduct of attorneys. Bullcrap. Accordingly, Mr. Wade has been informed that the FCDA is asserting all legal protections and privileges related to information that he possesses about ongoing criminal prosecutions. Mr. Wade has been instructed not to answer any questions that seek to solicit information about his role or underlying evidence in the office's investigation of the 2020 election. As you know, this investigation led to the indictment on several individuals under Georgia RICO law and other criminal statutes. Prosecution of these charges is ongoing. Well, you know what else is ongoing, Miss Willis? Your disqualification case. That is what you're worried about. Has nothing to do with the former president or whatever happened in 2020. It's your disqualification case. And you know it. And not only the disqualification case, I assume it is also about the alleged embezzlement of funds given to you. You got in excess of $30 million to clear the docket in Fulton County, because thousands and thousands of people are still awaiting trial. Hundreds have not even gotten a bail hearing, who has been in jail, not for 90 days, Not for 6 months. There are people in Fulton County Jail and Rye Street who has been there for over a year without being presented charges. That I don't understand how anybody, regardless of your political color, that can stand by that. Let's continue. As the former special counsel in the FCDA's election, blah, 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 Mr. Wade has knowledge of highly sensitive and confidential information regarding this ongoing criminal matter. Really? Like where the money actually went? Like Aruba? Remember that, Miss Willis? Aruba? I can actually show you photos of what actually happened in Aruba. Oh. This includes knowledge of key evidence, confidential attorney communications, legal theories and analysis, prosecutorial recommendations and deliberations, as well as knowledge of the sources, procedures, and techniques employed in this investigation. The disclosure of such evidence may also interfere with ongoing proceedings. This is considered legally privileged and not subject to disclosure. Sorry. Your demand for Mr. Wade's testimony implicates many significant established privileges and confidentiality interest. In my opinion, does she have a point here? Yes, somewhere in here there is a legal argument regarding work product and stuff like that. I don't think that is exactly what they are going for. They want to know, where did $30+ million, I don't remember how much federal funding they got, but it was a lot. What did it go to? RICO trials, the Young Thug trial, this election trial. You were supposed to use that to clear the docket, and you didn't. Let's continue. Attempts to solicit information from Mr. blah, 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 blah. Mr. Wade's work in the case would implicate information that is protected by the deliberative process privilege, attorney-client privilege. What? And work product privilege. I understand work product privilege. I understand process privilege. Attorney-client privilege? I don't think so. I really, really do not think so. She continues. As Chief Justice John Roberts recently noted, it has, quote, long been understood, end quote, that recipients of legislative subpoenas, quote, retain common law and constitutional privileges with regard to such information. See what she did there? She took one quote there and one quote there, and she tries to implicate, oh, it's about the same thing. I don't think it is, but I don't have the time to actually dig that up. These legal protections are designed in part to prevent the type of obstruction and interference in ongoing criminal investigation that your demand for Mr. Wade's testimony represents. No, this is about your conduct, Miss Willis. How you received an awful lot of money and you chose to use it because you wanted to be the next Attorney General of Georgia. That's it, in my opinion. There are extremely compelling reasons why congressional committees should avoid, and many historically have avoided, interference with ongoing criminal matters. Asking witnesses to share legally protected non-public information about pending prosecutions may cause them to violate their confidentiality obligations under professional ethics rules. In addition, the release of this legally protected information may also prejudice defendants, victims, or witnesses, or affect the overall integrity of proceedings. Folks, this comes from the office that during the YSL trial have jailed not only criminals with plea deals, they jailed a victim. A victim. Miss Bennett was jailed because she really thought she had nothing to add, but she was haunted by the DA's office to the extent one of the investigators allegedly sexually harassed her. And this went on for well over a year. Day after day, week after week, haunted, just, yeah, in my opinion, harassing her. And then they jailed her. So that Fani Willis' concern about the integrity of proceedings are non-existent, in my opinion. Then she goes on to say, in previous letters, I've detailed why your request for information from the FCDA and Mr. Wade exceed limits on congressional authority and violate the constitutional principle of separation of powers, state sovereignty, and federalism. More recently, I've requested that you either withdraw your request for Mr. Wade's testimony or permit a representative from the office to attend his deposition in order to assert our privileges and protect the ongoing criminal prosecution. This request was reasonable, as the committee ultimately elected to take a similar course of action after Federal Appeals Court temporarily blocked its deposition of Mark Pomerantz, a former Special Assistant District Attorney for the New York County District Attorney's Office. I don't think Mr. Pomerantz slept with his boss. I really don't think he slept with his boss. Completely different situation, in my opinion. She's asserting law that doesn't apply, in my opinion. And all this is about Miss Willis, through this letter and other letters, telling Mr. Wade, do not dare snitch on me. That's all it's about. She is scared to the core that her corruption will be more evident than it already is. She is scared that the level of her corruption will be revealed to be to the extent that her immunity no longer applies. That is why she's this desperate to not have Nathan Wade testify, in my opinion. That is all I had for this time. Return to me for more of this in my streams and in my videos. Thank you all for tuning in. And remember, hug your family. Unless your family is crap, then screw them and give your love to the people who deserve it. Okay? See you in the next video or stream. Bye-bye.